Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, December 20th, 2016, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, it was almost Santa Claus Day today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average at one point got 13 points from hitting 20,000, and it closed within 25 points of hitting uh, 20,000. It gained 91 points today. You can see got a nice rally here right at the beginning, and but then it went into sideways motion. What we're dealing with, I think, is um, very much a psychological barrier up there at 20,000, and there's sellers that somehow, they put in their sell orders right before it gets there, and that's what held it up today. I'm sure it would have gone through if it wasn't for this psychological barrier. But hey, that's markets, and that's what we have to deal with. Um, I Obviously we're going to hit this thing, but it's a little unnerving to have it just hanging right below that mark and seemingly not able to get through it. We'll just have to see um, if Santa Claus comes home before Christmas. We'll just have to wait and see. We did not have the greatest day. We had some good things and some bad things, but they basically canceled each other out. So at least on paper, we didn't make much money today. The good thing was we had about negative $500 on the handful of positions that we were carrying yesterday. By the time we got out of that today, we had well over $10,000 in closed out profits. That was really nice. And everything went good, and I will show you the stock that was mostly behind those big gains. The problem is we started getting into a bunch of stuff, and as you can see here with the Dow, this kind of summarizes that we get into it at the beginning of the day and then nothing more happens. So usually when that happens, our stocks start selling off some, and that is what happened today, and we're actually carrying negative 11,000 going into tomorrow, which is not good. Now, actually, and I just want to say in my defense, the problems that we had today with the stocks we're getting into were not the new stocks, they're not the new portfolio. It was the old stuff. And the main problem we had was in inverse gold, and this is dust, which is actually inverse gold mining. We have another inverse gold in JDST. They both did the same thing. They gapped up this morning. We buy the gaps. We got in here, and then they just sold off all day, and we are holding over negative 4,000 in dust. Same thing with JDST, and between the two we have about negative $9,000. So that's what killed us today in terms of our open trade. If we could have knocked those two stocks out of the portfolio, we would have been fine today, but that isn't what happened. We did have a couple stocks that were good, and the good stuff today was in steel, and I'm showing you we have two steel stocks. I'm showing you one here. This is U.S. Steel, and it had a very strong move right at the beginning. We took the breakout, and it never looked back. It kept going and closed near its high, and we're um, holding just shy of positive $2,000 in U.S. Steel. But this was, of course, the one that saved the day and this is Stone Energy. I keep showing you this chart, but it keeps doing stuff. And we bought Stone Energy the last 15 minutes of the day yesterday. Just got on right at the end of the day, and then it pops up beautifully for our exit this morning. And we took $11,000 out of Stone Energy. Here, we're not actually in this stock less than an hour, and we still took $11,000 out of it. And that's what kept us from just being annihilated today. So, good things, bad things, they kind of canceled out, but that's the way trading goes. Hey, this is Trader Bob signing off. I'll be back here online tomorrow on Wednesday.